In Tech 002, I explained my fig tree and how that it's going to automatically grow and eventually I'll have a very nice big tree producing a lot of fruit. The thing is that the actions I'm taking today, other people have taken long ago. I was at a house recently and they had a 30-plus-year-old fig tree, and I think it was the same variety. They let me get some figs off of it. So I have a whole bunch here. They're small and purple, so that's one of the things that makes me think they're violet Bordeaux's. The other thing is that they're in bad condition, but they're not in the worst condition I've ever seen. And that makes sense because according to the little tag, they should have been picked like a month or two ago. So yeah, they're well past their prime. They're over ripened. Funky stuff may be going on with them. I was looking at them and thinking, maybe they're okay to eat. I'm gonna ask if I could take them, but the very least I could do is run some experiments. So one thing I have, a tool I haven't shown before, is this big old thing, a microscope. And I wanted to, cut them in half or peel off little pieces and look at them underneath the microscope just to see their structure, learn more about it. The thing is this microscope is 15 to 20 years old. It's a relic. It probably never worked well, and it certainly doesn't work well now, especially with the amount of dust that it's accumulated. So I got a few, I guess, little close-ups. I held my phone up to the lens. That's about as best as I could get to record. What I was able to see were little tiny red dots, which I'm guessing are anthocyanins. The figs are purple, but when you shine a really bright light through it, you'll get red. So very interesting. The other interesting thing is that when cutting them in half, some are like this. They either never developed or underdeveloped, or possibly this would be a male version as opposed to the female version of the fig. I need to learn a little bit more about Bordeaux's to understand exactly if it has both or what's going on here. Another tool I've talked about before is I have the jeweler's loupe. So this, actually, just from me looking at it, it doesn't zoom in as much as the microscope, but it does zoom in quite a bit and looks a lot more clear. So it's funny how this $10 device that I got maybe a year ago now is so much better than the microscope. I'll need to do some microscope shopping and upgrade my tools. That's one of the things is I reached the limitation of that tool, so now it's time to upgrade. Learning more about a fig, being able to see it at different scales. I took a walk today and just looking at trees from far away or up close. There's stuff you can learn at each scale, so peering in deeply is a very interesting thing, and we just need the tools to be able to do so.